Darren doing after playing for the first time?
Doing okay. Yep.
Is there anybody we're not going to see out practicing today?
There's a few guys. I don't have the report. I know that's not till tomorrow. Dexter won't practice.
Who was that?
Dex.
Is that a rest thing or is that an injury thing?
No, he's still working through his hamstring. A couple other. I don't have the list with me. A couple other guys. Get it tomorrow.
How's Tommy doing?
He's doing okay. Yep.
How did things change with Matt now calling the defense, I guess, for them? Assuming he's going to stay in that role, and that's the guy you know pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of respect for Matt, for Sean, for Nick, all those guys. He'll have his own. He has his own touch to things. How he called it against Seattle. I wouldn't say it's drastically different, but there's certain elements that are maybe a little bit different. So he's a heck of a coach.
I was going to say, could you see the difference?
Yeah, I'd say there's obviously a lot of similarities. They've been in that system. There's a couple things that he's done, but I know Sean well. He's a heck of a coach. Matt, those guys do a good job.
What are you expecting from a Monday afternoon Christmas game, and the atmosphere-wise in Philadelphia?
Sure, it'll be how it always is there. Yeah.
Dave, what do you see to Jalen Hurts? What do you see from Jalen Hurts?
He's a winner. Since high school, he's won over 75% of his games. He's a heck of a player, heck of a quarterback, heck of a person. He's a good player.
What do you see from their offense? They haven't actually been scoring as many points as I think they have liked, and kind of what we were expecting and we saw from them last year.
Yeah, I'd say they're still real good. Really good skill players. Good quarterback, good offensive line, good running back. Got a lot of talent on their team.
Why do you think Swift is a good fit for them at running back?
Because he's a good running back. He's a good fit probably with any team. Good with the ball in his hands, can catch, can run. They got a lot of talent on their football team.
There's a lot of stuff coming out of there. They've lost 3 in a row. They're struggling. You're probably not buying into a lot of that stuff, I guess, huh?
Yeah, they're 10-4. They're pretty good.
At the owners' meetings, when it was mentioned to you like you had a good first season, and you said, well, did you watch, we got kind of, I'm paraphrasing, we got blown out by Philadelphia in the playoffs, and you guys talked about trying to catch up to the Eagles and Cowboys in the offseason. How do you look at that now as you face this team for the first time?
Yeah, they're a good football team. Got a lot to prepare for. So let's get ready to play the Eagles here.
Do you feel you've closed the gap?
Yeah, all I'm concentrating on is having a good day today, and trying to go out there and put a good plan together, have a good practice.
You have a couple of veteran receivers who aren't playing, and some younger guys who are.
Sure.
What was the thinking going on there with those guys?
One more time.
That Sterling and Paris are not playing, so I think they were in the plans a little more earlier in the season.
Hyatt and Wandell are playing more.
How are the veterans, those guys, taking it?
Yeah, they're pros. Yep.
So they're taking it okay?
Yeah, they're competitive. I'm sure they'd like to play, but playing Wandell and Hyatt.
We asked you in the back about in the past about Pugh, Justin Pugh.
Yeah.
Is this has anything he's done surprised you, considering how he came here and sort of the suddenness of it?
Yeah, I didn't know him before we got here, so he's been a pro in that room. I think he contributes in a positive way to all the younger players. Done everything we've asked him to do. I'm glad we got him.
He was pretty hard on his performance the other day, and you've made changes when guys have had tough games like that. Do you plan to stick with him, or?
Yeah, he'll play. Yep.
Where's Evan Neal on his, trying to come back here?
Doing everything he can do. Yep.
Expect Brightwell back this week, Dave?
Oh yeah, we'll bring open the window for Brightwell, open the window for Parrott, both those guys.
I'm sorry, second Pert?
Yeah.
Pert, thank you.
Yep.
Azura not going to play this year. He won't play this year, Josh
No.
Azura.
Dave, I don't often ask you about long snapping operations, but I'm going to do so today if
Sure.
I may.
You may.
How much do you almost take for granted that those guys are going to do their particular job, do it well,
Yeah.
and in many cases affect the game with it.
Yeah, it's a pretty important position. Consistency. They work, just like the specialists, the kickers, the holders. They're, Casey's a tireless worker, good leader for us. Kind of talks about the protections too with all the guys that are playing on the punt team. But it's a point play, so them being accurate, snapping it on time with good velocity, good accuracy is critical to any of those plays.
How's Randy doing? Block.
He's not great. Yeah, he's not great. So that's something we'll work through here. See where he is, but I'm not expecting him to be ready.
Is Cade the option in that situation?
Yep.
Can you just explain like the process you guys have gone through with Cade? Bringing him in,
Sure.
making him inactive, just the whole.
Yeah, thought he was a good young player to work with. He's done a good job out here, and glad we have him right now. He's worked hard, and glad we got him.
What improvement, I guess, since he's gotten here? What improvements or
Yeah,
have you seen him grow a little bit?
He's got a strong leg. He kicks the ball well, pretty accurate. We've continued to work with him since he's been here. So it's good, particularly when that happens, to have someone here for you that you're able to, hopefully kick for you.
Why do you think Philly's D line has not been as dominant as it was in previous years?
Well, I'd say they're tough to block. They have a lot of good players. They've added some pieces. Jalen's one heck of a player, dominant at times. They're certainly one of the better D lines in the leagues.